Hi everybody, welcome to Vanessa's van life journey. I am here to cook. I just got through cleaning and washing my dishes, and so now before I start cooking, I'm gonna wipe down my stove. Just start with a clean slate. So I still got some soapy dishwater over here. So I'm just gonna wipe down my stove and start with a clean slate. How are you guys doing today? I'm making some kind of a soup, stew, I don't know, bean soup, bean stew, black bean. I had canned this black bean soup when I was living in my apartment, and y'all, that black bean soup was delicious. That black bean soup was delicious. So we starting off with a clean stove, a clean surface. And y'all, y'all wondering what Vanessa is doing. Vanessa just over here living life, doing what you need to do to survive daily. Surviving and just living. I said in the last video, a lot of people say they living their best life. This is not living my best life. This is just living my life, and that's what it is. I got these seasonings. Is this empty? What is this? I don't even know what that is. I might not need to have that in there if I don't know what it is. I know I should have a salt somewhere. That's my salt. Okay, that's my black pepper. So I got my seasonings. I'm gonna try to keep them seasonings there. And that thing is too high. If I put that top down, I don't know if that would hit that if I take that other thing out. Let me wipe this thing off. That's where you lay your spoons and your forks or whatever, to keep from making a mess on your cabinet. Want of my subscribers sent me this. And it's perfect because it fits in this little hole over here. It fit in that little hole over there. Perfect, perfect. And that's it. That's all. So what we're gonna do first, I'm gonna light my fire. Why this thing be stopping? I think the propane is gonna go out soon, but how soon, I don't know. So I'm just gonna take my pot, put it on the stove. I'm gonna put some olive oil in there. And I have my ground meat here that's been thawing out overnight. It's still room temperature. It's still got a little chill to it. So I have my food, the pot, on a medium heat. And we got some olive oil down in the pot. And I got my ground turkey that we got from the food pantry some time ago. And it's actually pretty good. That's what I'm cooking. And I'm just going to take these and slit them open. And I have my trash can right here, handy dandy, with the lid opened. So I don't have to actually touch the trash can. Now I'm just gonna take this. And also, I could have sauteed my onions first, but I didn't do it that way today. But you could saute your onions. I got onions and celery, and I think I got some garlic that we're gonna be chopping up. So I'm gonna take that, and I'm going to take a spatula. I just got through washing this spatula. Take my spatula. And I'm gonna take some seasoning. We're gonna take some pepper and some salt, some black pepper and some salt and a little of this Obey seasoning. And so that's how the ground turkey is looking, and I'm just breaking that up. And I'm gonna put some seasonings on in there, so let me do that. As much black pepper as you want. This black pepper is very fine. It's very fine. I'm gonna be sneezing in a minute. Some salt. Uh-oh. And I'm gonna, okay, I'm gonna let you guys see that. And I'm just gonna mix that. Excuse Excuse me for coughing, you guys. This seasoning, excuse me, always makes me cough. And a friend of mine, since I told her about ginger, she cooks with ginger. She puts ginger in everything now, y'all. Since I told her about that ginger, she put it in everything. So we're gonna let that cook and brown while we cut up our onions. And see, I have my little spoon, my little thing right there. And I think I have some garlic up here, so I'm going to cut up some garlic as well. Okay, y'all, I hope y'all can see everything, because the way I have the camera turned, I can't see anything. So what I'm gonna do is I'm wiping my hands off. I'm gonna keep this here just in case I need it for something. But I got my onion, and I got a little knife, but I got a bigger knife, but this is what I already had pulled out, so I'm gonna use it. But I really should be using my big knife, and maybe I'll go ahead and get the big knife. It's just a knife. And see, because my trash can is right there and it's opened, I can just throw whatever I need to throw in it without touching the trash. So I'm gonna wipe this knife off, put it back up, and get my bigger knife. And just like that, we got the bigger knife. So I'm gonna, this is how I cut my onions. Do one side. That way you won't end up with a little bitty piece you can't cut. And same thing with this piece. I cut it till I get to the middle. Then I turn it around. And you could turn that over like that. And you can cut these as small as you want. I'm gonna cut this little end off of there. Throw that away. You can cut your onions as small as you want. If you don't like them big like this, then chop them some more. I don't mind. So I'm gonna take these and put these in my pot. I'm just gonna throw them in there. And then in a minute, I'm dropping things on the stove since I'm using my hand. Then in a minute, I'll stir that in and let that be marinating and cooking together. And in the meantime, and in the between time, I'm going to be cutting it up. This is going to be a quick meal, y'all. This meal should take you less than 30 to 45 minutes. It might take me a little longer because I'm prepping and filming. Now I'm going to stir that in. Continue to break your meat up if you need to. turkey meat tends to need to be broken up a little more than ground beef. How that's gonna look. I'm gonna put my lid back on top. Next up, I have my garlic. I'm probably not gonna cut all of this up. However, I'm gonna take this stuff off of here. I'm going to throw away all of this garlic paper. And I'll probably cut those 4 pieces up and put these other 3 up. Pull this off. Okay, you guys, I just chopped my garlic up. I don't have that much room on my phone, so I can't show y'all everything. But if you want your garlic smaller than this, continue chopping. This is fine with me, so I'm going to add this to my pot. Next up, you guys, I'm going to take these cans of canned goods, wipe them off, and add them to my pot. This is some Rotel tomatoes, some tomato sauce, a can of corn, and same thing. And I'm also going to take my black beans and add them. So what I'm going to do is add one of each first. I'm going to add all of this first, and then I'm going to add my black beans. I have 2 cans of black beans, and I don't know where they are. Here they are. I got 2 cans of black beans. I'm going to add them first, and then I'll see if I need my extra can of Rotel. So that's what I'm going to do. Sorry I can't show y'all everything because my storage on this phone, I need to get some videos off of here. So I'm going to take all of my canned goods, my Rotel, dump that in there. Tomato sauce. Dump that in there. Another can of tomato sauce. If you like using tomato paste, you can use tomato paste and make it as thick as you want. Black beans. Juice and all. Another can of black beans. Very good for you. And a can of corn. I'm going to pour the water off the corn. And if I could find another can of corn, I'm going to use another can of corn as well. I like corn. Oops. And I'm just gonna stir this up. Mix that up real good. And that ground meat, my garlic, my onions, and everything need to continue to saute. You can add a little water in there if you want to, some chicken broth or whatever. So I'm going to let that continue to cook with the lid on it and simmer. And I probably will be adding some water to that. I have my celery here. I'm going to take about 4 of these stalks of celery, and I'm going to actually rinse them off. But I'm not going to show you guys that because I don't have time. But I'm going to take my water, my dishwater, and hold this over there, and with my spray bottle I'm going to wash these off really well. Okay, I rinsed off my celery. Now I just peel this like this. I'm going to do this to each and every one of them before I chop it up. Okay, you guys, so I'm not going to chop my celery up small. I kind of just want them like this. So that's how I'm going to do it. And I'll be back. So we're going to take this celery and dump it in there. And that's it. Okay, you guys, I added a bottle of water to this, and I've been letting it boil. And I think it's good enough. I haven't tasted it yet, but I don't want all the juices to boil out of it. And I had the lid on it. So I think I'm gonna taste it, and then I'm gonna turn my fire off. And I could cook some rice with it, but I don't know. I eat more without the rice and I don't want to get full on the rice and the stuff. So I'm going to taste this, and I'm probably going to turn it off. Okay, you guys, I just got through tasting the super stew, or whatever you want to call it. And it is delicious. So I turned the fire off. Gonna let it cool down. Gonna do a few things, and then I'm gonna do a mukbang because I'm hungry. I just got through mopping my floor over here while I wasn't filming. I was actually still cleaning. I had a couple of lights tangled up behind my refrigerator, so I got one light up here now that's magnetized, and hopefully it'll stay up there. And then I got another one back there that's a clip-on light, and I could plug it in whenever I need it. So I'll have some light back here whenever I need it. And then my other thing that fell down, maybe I'll attach some magnets to that and have that up here where hopefully that glue won't come off when I'm cooking and it get too hot or whatever, because I had some sticky stuff on the back of it and it fell off. So anyway, y'all, that's gonna be it for this vlog right here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell. Hit always. please. And be sure to come back for another video. I'm going to come with a mukbang in a little bit. I'm not going to let my food cool down too much, but I'm coming with a big old bowl of that soup, y'all, and maybe some crackers, but no rice. I didn't feel like cooking no rice today. Maybe I'll cook some rice another day.